What's up, Triple Cross Podcast? We are back at it again. We are watching some WBC with my main guys, Casey, John, and Warren, and we're going to get into it in 30.
The following is a presentation of the Belly Up Sports Media Network.
What's up, guys? We are back at it again. Another baseball edition. I'm super stoked. Right now, we're watching some WBC. We are currently in the top of the sixth inning. So we're getting right into the meat of this game. Casey, John, and Warren are joining me. I am Matt. Let's do some hellos. Casey, how are we doing over there? How is your day been? How has the weather been in the northwest area where you are?
The weather has been pretty steady today. It's actually the best it's been in a little while. Nice heat wave for my neck of the woods, and
cool.
Yeah, I can't complain too much.
Cool. Welcome, Warren. What's going on in your neck of the woods?
Well, Matt, there's hurricane force winds. By Bay Area standards, I'm looking out my window and dreading every single gust that will bring a branch down on my garage.
Well, I'm praying for you, friend. John, is the
Thanks.
snow?
It's really not that bad.
Is it snowing? Is it snowing by you, John, or how are we looking?
So we got like crazy amounts of snow this winter, and then it rained. So like, we're flooded. Like, yeah, I mean. There's like several feet of snow in my yard, and that is all gone within a day because it just rained on it. So the whole valley is flooded where I'm, which is a good time. It's a good time.
Wow.
Glad
Well,
we're talking about weather.
Diverse.
You know, it's a great.
Yeah, I know. Well, you know, when there's a storm in LA, I feel like it's appropriate to talk about weather because we don't get that many storms. So
I guess. Yeah, we're in San Diego. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. San Francisco.
San Francisco. That's what I meant. One of the sands, you know.
Well, welcome aboard, everybody. We're going to get into it, but of course, we've got to have some call outs first. The first one I'm going to mention is our Triple Cross Podcast Giveaway. It's a free MLB custom jersey. We are, let's see, it's the 30th of March. It's almost a week away. So go to triplecross.live. Enter all your information to enter to win a free custom MLB jersey. It will be live streamed on the 30th.
Opening day.
Opening day. So let's go.
Let's go. All right. This episode is also brought to you by Perk Clothing, Perk Chinos in particular. They are the pants that everybody knows that make your butt look good. Women, they talk about their butts all the time. Guys, it's kind of a taboo topic. We don't talk about it nearly as much. I mean, outside of these four dudes, we talk about each other's butts plenty, right? But if you want to be like the Triple Cross guys and get your butt on point, go to Perk Clothing. Actually, the link is down in the description. Check that out. You can get yourself a sweet deal. Buy one, get one half off on the Perk Chinos. You aren't going to regret it if you do it. So go there today.
Speaking of stuff that's going to make you on point, if you have ever wished you were a little bit taller, then I got something for you today. But this is a big problem for me and Casey. We're both, I'm 5'9", Casey's 4'9", but this happens to him all the time. You know, you match on Tinder, but her profile says must be over 6 feet. So you're like, I mean, do I lie or what do I do here? Or she wants to wear heels, but she can't because it makes her taller than you. My wife's the exact same height as me. So that's her struggle. That's her struggle in life. Anyway, I got the Short Kings covered today with today's sponsor, Kanzori. Kanzori makes shoes that make you up to 2.8 inches taller without anyone knowing. There's no branding on the shoe. There's no like visible lifts. You're 2.8 inches taller. Nobody knows. Girls get, like Casey was saying, girls have heels, they have makeup, they push up, they have all these products that like make them kind of look better, make them more on point. So why can't men get a boost in confidence too? Because, you know, we're all the same height when we're laying down. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
Anyway, for a limited time, go to konzori.com. You get an extra 15% off your order with code TRIPLE. So it's konzori.com. That's konzuri.com. Code TRIPLE gets you an extra 15% off. They're actually having a sale right now already for 30% off. So with the code, you get 45% off. konzuri.com, code TRIPLE.
Boom. And since you've got your great looking booty and you've elevated your height a little bit, I mean, those may or may not stay on you for very long. So you might as well just cover all the bases and check out Manscaped. Go to manscaped.com for 20% off. Use promo code BellyUpFantasy and just clean up, down under the equator a little bit, because you don't know what's going to happen when you go out on that Tinder date. You just don't know where you can land. So might as well clean up, down south. So go to manscaped.com, get 20% off with Belly Up Fantasy, and you got all your bases covered, right?
Might
as well.
Most of my fantasies are the belly up variety, because any other way is just too much work,
We got it all covered.
Casey's a bottom. Mike is on the. So Michael, you did the instructions for the extra gift card giveaway. Great call out. So we are giving away 1 to 2 MLB Shop gift cards. But you get an extra entry. You get your name on the wheel twice, right? So we spin a wheel. You get your name on the wheel twice by following the link in the description for an extra entry. It will take you there'll be some quick instructions on there to join us on Playback. It's free to sign up for Playback, free to create an account. It'll only take you a couple minutes. It's a pretty cool platform. We don't need to get into it right here. You can actually watch the game with us on Playback. And then, hang out on Playback. Isaiah said we are not all the same size laying down. Hey, I didn't say same size. I said same height. We're all the same height laying down. But that's also true because, some people are wide. Some people are, some people got some girth. You know what I'm saying?
Isaiah, are you on our Playback? Because we want to see you over there. We want to see your comments in Playback.
Tell people who don't know about Playback, Matt, what we got going on over there.
Playback, we're watching the WBC. So come join us over in Playback. Right now, it's the bottom of the 6th. USA 1, Japan 3. Who was on the bump? Warren, who's on the bump for the USA? Do we know? I don't know.
Adam.
Is it Adam?
The slider machine themselves, sinker slider all day long, 90 miles an hour, running away from you at 88, running
we got the shift going on too. They're still using the
this is early in the game, and this is not the USA's top flight relievers. So we'll see how this ends up here.
So do you guys know I don't know if they're like rules exactly, but the like guidelines that the MLB clubs have given to Team USA as far as like relievers go and stuff? Because I heard that they're not allowed to pitch them back-to-back days. Again, I don't know if allowed is the right thing to say, but they prefer them not to, things like that. Do you have anything on that one?
MLB teams will get mad or whatever.
I don't know. Warren, do you know of any of that? I'm not sure.
No, I imagine that. That makes sense from the Major League Ball Club's point of view, but I have no knowledge one way or another.
Like
that's the only thing that I've heard.
Are the coaches? You know what I'm saying? Like, do they actually like respect it, or are they just like, nah, you?
I think they're very respectful of that. That's the only thing that I've heard that like in concrete is like they don't want anybody going back to back.
Yeah, I think they're definitely respecting that too, without a doubt, because that community is small and we don't want to get on the wrong side of anybody.
Who's managing Team USA? Do we?
DeRosa,
that's right.
Forever Giant, Mark DeRosa.
Ooh, Hugh Darvish is warming up, and we also saw Ohtani go in the bullpen because this is getting the later half. He did say he was going to be available for coming out of the pen in the championship game, so I would not be surprised if we see him in this game.
That's something I wonder if the other countries' teams are going to be like, why would they care about the MLB's wishes? So maybe they're like, no, we're throwing Ohtani every day. I
mean, what are the WBC rules for like pitching in consecutive days or within days of each other there?
I don't think there are any rules.
Like, could Ohtani pitch every single day or no?
I'm pretty sure he could. Yeah.
Oh,
but
wow.
It would just, but I
don't.
No
pitch count, no number of innings, nothing like that.
No, I'm pretty sure it's open ended. Yeah.
That if that happens, somebody might get disappeared.
Yeah. Somebody may leave soon. So I know that Turner, just to recap the game a little bit, Turner hit a solo home run. And I'm blanking on the guy's name for Japan who hit a home run. Hold on, let me pull it up here. I'm going to butcher this, so pardon me. Murakami. No? Warren, how am I'm saying this so wrong?
Murakami.
Thank you.
The third baseman.
Let's take some Japanese lessons, dude.
Oh, does anyone speak Japanese?
You're not fluent in Japanese, bro?
I'm not.
I know a little phonetically. You'll be fine.
Italian.
Just phonetic is the way to go in Japanese.
Oh man,
you know a little Italian. Well, that's not going to help. That Italian's not going to help you at all, man. That's completely different base language.
Does anyone speak Japanese that's watching? Please chime in and give us some. That'd
be wild,
tips.
Dude.
That would be. My cousin actually speaks Japanese.
Why?
Yeah. He lived there for like a summer and took it in high school.
I gotcha. I mean, does he like actually speak it, or does he speak it like?
I mean, like I think he can get by. I think he can get by. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can get by with Italian. Watch this. This is the tongue of your native people, Kinzel. Guess who is pitching right now? It's Jason Adame.
That was passable Italian.
Yeah,
I believe it.
Warren, have you been to Japan?
Not that I can remember. I was there when I was a small child, but I can't remember. I was went on the bullet train, but unfortunately did not get to partake in any baseball games or anything of the like. No
sake or sushi.
I think that Tabitha's
probably some sushi, but no sake. I'm pretty sure. Although might explain a lot.
I think Tabitha's saying that she can speak Japanese not good. Like, does that mean you can speak it a little bit? Like, because that's cool, I guess.
Yeah.
I can say I can say sake. I know what that means.
Okay. Have you either of you been to Japan? In case you're John.
Can't say that I have.
No. I think we should do
a boys trip to Tokyo.
I think that's in store for next.
For Casey's bachelor party.
WBC. Yeah.
Casey's bachelor party in Tokyo.
That's exactly what I want to do.
We could go to like a Nippon game. Like those games are actually amazing. I mean, we've seen through the WBC how the crowds have reacted. I would love to experience that in person. That sounds spectacular.
It is crazy, just like the culture shock of like people being respectful and everything in a crowd. You're like, oh, this is like a whole nother kind of game,
and also joyous. I mean, it's a very exuberant crowd as well. So
for sure,
yeah. And I feel like they celebrate in peace. There are peaceful celebrations.
Well, Japan. you know what they say.
It's not Philadelphia. We can just say that.
What do they say in Japan, Casey?
Oh, baseball is Japan's favorite pastime.
Yeah,
actually,
and America's too.
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, have you seen the NFL?
Yeah,
that's not the pastime. That's the current time.
I don't know. We're leaking into forward time all the time. So
yeah. All right. Well, let's. So we got 2 out. Run first. Bottom 6. Let's see if Adam can wrap this up here, so we can get the U.S. batting on the top 7 here. I got to start making something happen pretty soon. Yeah, because once you have Ohtani and Darvish come out, I mean, oh my gosh, that's like that is really.
But honestly, I mean,
Stone Days. No, he's safe. Yeah, for sure.
Kind of to your point on a few episodes back, Matt, like how there might already be the next Ohtani like in Japan somewhere right now. Like, I mean, are those guys really that much better than the alternative guys on their roster, or are they just way more well known to us because they're MLB players? You know what I mean? Like,
are you saying? I mean, are the Japanese
like
players
Darvish
just
coming in to
more-
pitch or
Yeah.
Ohtani? Like, is it really that much harder an opponent to face than the pitchers they're already seeing? Because they aren't as well known to us, but aren't they probably just
right?
similarly
I see what
skilled?
you're saying. Probably, yeah. They just because we don't know them because they're not in the U.S. But I'm going to say assume so. We were talking about this earlier too, like how, and I don't know this for a fact, and I don't think any of us knows this. If you know, in Japan they get paid more to play in Japan than rather coming to the. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not.
They
don't disclose that kind of stuff. You're saying.
I'll put my reputation on the line. They do.
They
do.
Okay.
I went down a little YouTube rabbit hole.
You're not
always 100% accurate information. So
you're not afraid to ruin your reputation as a baseball analyst.
That's fine with me. I felt pretty confident. The guy spoke with a lot of like gusto. He was very
he was confident, and it gave
he was
you
very
confidence.
confident. And I'm just gonna ride that confidence, just mirror that onto our audience. But basically, what I heard is that like there's a ton of guys in Japan that, I mean, maybe not exactly Ohtani, but a ton of guys who could play in the MLB. Their whole national team would be on MLB rosters if they wanted to. But a lot of those guys would have to take a pay cut to do it because they're like beloved in Japan. And they make a ton of money there
also
already.
they have to change their whole, like they've got to move to another country. That's like a pretty big deal.
They probably don't know the language. Like that's kind of sucky in general.
Right. I mean, the culture is completely different. So you're
big time. Plus, you got to go from being like this superstar down to like essentially somebody's like, oh, so what farm club did you come out of? Like, you're like, hey, man, no, like, I'm not that guy. I'm a whole nother guy.
Yeah. Well, you know who went to play in Japan this year is I'm blanking on his name. The guy who was on the Dodgers and then he got let go.
Cespedes.
Pitcher. No, the pitcher. Trevor Bauer.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Bauer.
Yeah.
But I mean, he can't play in the MLB, right? Like, is he banned?
I know. Well, I mean, he could, but no one wants him.
That's not official banning, though.
No. Oh, there's Ohtani. Where's Ohtani going? Oh, he's got a hit.
Call him out of the bullpen to pinch hit. You know,
he's got
the old bullpen.
That is hilarious. Dude, that is like a high school thing where you're like warming up and you're like, "Yeah, you got a hit." Like, go
run in the hole. Oh no!
Except for the bullpens outside the dugout in high school.
Yeah, wait. Could you have him in there, like seeing pitches, like standing in, like in the bullpen, like getting warmed up to pinch hit? Because that could be something you see happen more often than maybe.
Oh, just like go in the bullpen to just get a different angle or something.
Yeah, just kind of getting that vision down, like kind of feeling yourself a little bit. Make sure you're seeing him. Okay. Adam, jeez, come on, man.
You didn't like that guy.
Like this guy.
I
don't know. I've never heard of him, but I'm sure he's a solid catcher and he would be able to play in the bigs, but for one reason or another, he's just not there. So
are we essentially hinting at the idea that the Japanese baseball league could legitimately just be better than the majors?
I don't think they have as deep of a talent pool from what I've seen, but the top is players can get just so good at baseball in general, and a lot of people can approach that summit. Probably that's my take.
Yeah. Japan is the most like modern, like up to date baseball like country besides the United States, for sure.
Right? Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. But
is that?
I don't know.
Well, I guess I'll defer to Warren. Are you on board with that? You on board with that statement?
That Japan is the most complete baseball country? No.
Aside from the United States.
There's just a numbers issue. I mean, I think that Kinzel had it right that there's at the top end. You know, we saw Roki last game start off. Unfortunately, he got tagged for a 3-run home run, but I mean, that guy is being heralded by even American scouts as the best pitcher in the world today, let alone within the MLB. So, I mean, if you're talking skill level, this tournament is amazing in that sense. It shows top level skill at every geographical location. But no, I mean, America still has a greater talent pool to draw from. So your depth is going to be greater. Your floor is going to be higher. To the extent that we're talking about people on the Japanese national team being regulars on Major League Baseball teams, I'm not sure that's accurate. I think regulars is generous, but you know, your 2, 3, 4 hitters, absolutely. And one of them is a unicorn, and he's one of the greatest players of all time. But I think that's an exception that kind of proves the rule. We've had great talent out of Japan that's gotten incredibly huge contracts, has been incredibly successful.
I don't know. I disagree. Yeah. I disagree. I think there's plenty of players that could fill a full MLB like 30-team roster that are ready to go in Japan that could play at that pretty high skill level.
Maybe it's the posting system that's kind of cutting off and bottlenecking the flow of talent. And maybe that warrants the posting system between Japan and America. So you have these players under contract until their late 20s, and they're allowed to apply for a release from their contract. But if they do that, there has to be compensation going back to the actual team from the Major League American organization that signs them. So it's I think a impediment to the free flow of talent in that sense. But maybe that is the real problem here. Maybe we just haven't seen enough.
Nootbaar's up, 2 out, bases loaded. This is a big spot. Warren, what's going on here right now with what are you throwing him after that little
first pitch strike?
So that pitch right there looked like a backup slider or almost even a changeup. Honestly, Adam hasn't been able to throw a fastball in the zone. He's like leaking arm side up high. He's probably just going to go back to breakers, is my guess. But
yeah, this is a do or die moment here for the U.S. I feel like if you can get out of this, you still got some hope.
This is right now an error in Mark DeRosa's managerial acumen. Yeah. He's not taking the 6th inning as seriously as he needs to.
Wow. Yeah, I agree. Adam, why aren't you don't even have anyone in the bullpen, or I don't even know if they have anyone in the bullpen right now.
Yeah.
But that's the strength of the USA team, is the bullpen right there. I mean, we bring guys out of the pen that have stuff that not even Japan can bring out of the pen.
Right.
We need to be on that right now, not sinker slider Adam who can't find the zone with his fastball.
Yeah, and he's got 28 pitches already. So like, oh my gosh, wow. If you're watching or if you're just watching us in YouTube, we're watching the game live stream on Playback. So the link is in the description. You also enter to win an additional gift card, MLB shop. So head over to playback.tv/Triple-Cross podcast.
And make sure you drop a like on the video here in YouTube while you're at it. Share it to your friends.
How about
subscribe to our channel?
We'll do at least one MLB shop gift card giveaway no matter what today, but we'll do one every 10 likes, right? So if we don't get to 10, we'll do one regardless, but every 10 likes though, we'll do an extra one.
Right.
If
DeRosa did not look happy
here,
there.
I'll throw another one in.
Jeez, he just threw
DeRosa
way out the
zone.
zone.
Ooh. Yep, there's a slider. Oh, he missed it. He missed it.
Woo.
Oh, that was huge.
All right.
Out of the jam.
America!
Bang.
Yeah. USA.
Oh, God. Everybody in the stadium knew he was going to throw a slider, and the batter knew he was going to throw a slider, and he had a good swing on the ball, and he missed it.
One thing that's really important when we come back from commercials, I want to see if the guy in the Marlins jersey is in the background there. I know that's what we've all been thinking about since we've been
Yeah,
watching.
I mean that was the main reason I watched actually.
I don't think you ever stopped thinking about that guy.
Yeah.
I mean, look, that's a great
when Matt's going to
spot.
sleep at night, he just is like, man,
Is that guy still wearing his jersey?
lawyer? Does he wear his jersey to bed?
Does he wear Perk Chinos?
He probably wears his jersey with his Perk Chinos
and his
goes in the courtroom and his Kanzuris
because he feels short. It's not everybody's the same size when you lay down.
Yeah.
And he probably uses Manscaped too, because you never know what can happen at a baseball game.
I mean, I know the bit we're doing, but like that guy does not look like he uses Manscaped, just to be honest.
No, he's just letting he's letting it fly. He's not afraid of a little body hair.
Warren, what's your take on the top 7 here? What needs to happen? Down 2 runs, U.S.
Well, I would say just at the outset, it's really generous of you guys to be giving away the secret. I mean, first the shoes, then the pants, and then what you're going to need after that is a little manscaping. So I'm surprised that you guys would give away the farm like that.
We let it all out here.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
As far as the rest of the game is concerned, what is DeRosa doing? We got to get relievers in here that are actually shutdown relievers, not sinker, slider, contact guys. We got to get Graveman, Williams. We got to get these guys in the game. From Japan's point of view, kind of riding high. I think honestly, it may be a mistake to bring in Darvish out of the pen. I think if Japan does that, he's going to give it up. He's not used to pitching out of the bullpen. It's not his regular rest. It's not his regular approach. I think that a younger player like Shohei is much more amped up and able to come out of the pen. That I would love to see, and in large part just because I want to see him pitch to Mike Trout. So fingers crossed we get that matchup, because that's all that matters tonight. This is why we're watching this game, is to see Mike Trout hit against Shohei with the game on the line, with runners on base. It's 3-1 right now. We're heading into the late innings. We know the lineup is turning over. This is getting potentially really exciting.
I can respect the Trout Shohei like showdown you want to see, but I just want to see, true to form, like Trey Turner just keep this team on his back and him just have the clutch hit to win the game. That's what I want.
That would be sweet.
Another grand slam for good measure. Why not?
Michael says you love the Marlin guy. You think about him in your dreams. Adam didn't know we're not supposed to wear our jerseys to bed. I mean, that's how you make the San Francisco 49ers win for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll be mad if we don't get Trout versus Ohtani. Adam wants to see Trout Ohtani matchup.
Yeah, that would be sweet.
That would be fun.
It would be.
Pedro, welcome. Good to have you here, bud.
All right,
I have not heard of this pitcher that's on the hill.
Wow, that was a very close ball.
Taisei, I'm guessing.
I don't know how to pronounce it, but watch this guy's arm angle and how the ball. This guy has got like 20 inches of arm side run on his fastball. The movement is insane.
Oh my gosh! Yeah,
at 95. It's crazy to watch. It's like some Blake Triernan, like Jordan Hicks type stuff.
Wow. Well, he can't find the zone right now. He's 3-0. So, I mean, you're taking right here for sure. You have to take.
They just sat down
he's
Henderson
in the corner,
for McNeil.
Uh-oh. There we go. Here we go. Yeah.
Come on. Right. Lock it in with a breaker. Go first pitch slider here and just lock in that arm angle, arm slot. Get a strike.
I think he's got a short leash on him too. I think if someone gets
see
on
that
base
apparently
here,
sniff the rosin bag too.
I mean, hey, the rosin bag's got some good stuff in there.
Mookie Betts is taking. You got a 4-pitch walk right ahead of you. So
yeah. What do you say about Mookie Betts?
Oh, he's taking. You got a 4-pitch walk right ahead of you. Mookie's taking.
I mean,
right
he should
here.
be, but dude, how do you don't give Mookie
slider,
Betts the green light?
Oof. All right.
I would give Mookie Betts the green light any day.
Oh yeah,
that ball moves so much. That started over the outside corner and came back off the plate inside, and the umpire made the wrong call and called it a strike. It was off the plate in.
Matt, do you have a Betts jersey?
Ooh, no, I do not have a Betts jersey.
Why not?
Well, I could win one in our giveaway. I guess I could.
I don't think you can.
No.
I don't
think I'm eligible.
No, if you win,
could
if
you imagine
win,
that announcement that
if you
everybody
win,
shows
I'm
up
just,
on the
yeah,
on the
I
stream?
didn't enter.
yeah.
Okay,
Warren.
unrelated to baseball topic. This guy's got a huge hickey on the side of his neck.
Oh, where?
Really?
Who does?
Yeah, did anybody
You
else
say?
see that? Wait.
Oh, dude. Okay.
The pitcher?
Yeah, yeah.
Somebody got real busy.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he does.
Oh. I mean, this is like the Super Bowl for these guys.
I mean, this
so
is it's a big moment. Oh my gosh, it's a big one, dude.
this is beat USA.
Oh,
that's a
yeah.
shot. That's a shot.
There we go.
All right, let's go.
Ooh.
Rally
Come
caps.
on. That is a huge hickey. Wow. He's
So
gonna get interviewed about that for sure.
Heads up, Adam is in the playback chat, and he had something interesting in response to your comments on the show the other day, Warren. He said, "I know we were talking about patches and advertising on the show a few days ago. I want to restate that the giant T-Mobile logo on the helmet is distracting, and I hate it." So he would rather have more ads and more ad breaks, I guess. Yeah, that's what I want to know, Adam. Would you rather have more commercial breaks? Is that what you're looking for? Or will you live with that T-Mobile logo?
It's got to be just the beginning. Honestly, why would it be one or the other?
I don't hate it. Yeah, I mean, look, money makes the world go round. They're probably going to do both.
No,
did they beat him?
What happened there?
They hit him?
Just hit.
That was off his hands, wasn't it?
Catcher. No, it hit the catcher. I think he missed the ball.
I thought that was off his hands.
Adam said in playback he'll live with the logo, but
It was off.
It did hit him.
God, please,
Oh, no,
not
hit
his
the knob.
hand.
Yeah, hit the knob. Yeah.
Oh, it hit the knob, so it's a foul ball.
Yeah, foul ball. Come on, Trout.
Tough.
I thought he was just. I thought that hit him right on the knuckles.
I don't know how you do not yank this pitcher.
Is hand part of the bat? Hand's not part of the bat, is it?
Yeah, the hand.
Yeah,
No, the hand would be a hit by a pitch. Hand would
Well, I guess yeah.
Oh no!
Is he going to tag and go three? Tag and go three? Nope.
No.
Now with one out.
To our friend in the comments, Adam, do you have the same distraction to the DirecTV ad on the bicep patch?
Like,
helmet?
Do you hate that as much, or is it just the helmet one?
Because I can see like the helmet and the shine and the focus on it. Like I get it, that makes sense. But I think jerseys should be fair game.
Yeah,
or back of the jerseys.
Look at like Premier
front.
League.
Yeah.
Premier League, it's like
full
on.
That's
the front.
soccer. That's whole different.
Which is the most popular sport in the world. Like,
yeah, I mean, but that's like
the other thing that Major League Baseball doesn't do is the picture-in-picture advertisement. Like even the PGA golf tournament does that now. Like they'll keep the broadcast going, but have the advertisement, right next to the broadcast.
Picture-in-picture. Yep.
You think that'll continue through this season though?
And Adam agrees. The helmet stands out way more. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I hear you.
Yeah. I can't wait to watch in VR. Like put a headset on and just feel like you're at the game. Be sweet.
That would be not bad. I mean,
then
we
can go to Japan. We can all go to Japan and not have to leave our living room.
It's all CGI, like AI powered people just like projected into the stands, just like from the TV. Angles. There's nobody actually there.
Well, I mean, I think the headset off and there's dip spit all over your floor and peanut rinds.
Double play. Oh, what the heck? Goldschmidt. Oh, that was terrible.
Every single Japanese pitcher has a plus splitter.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, Japan is like, they are a solid squad. They could easily, all those guys could come over and play in the bigs. I mean, I wonder one thing I don't know is what are the different rules or slight changes that they would have to make when someone goes from playing in Japan to the US. I don't know that information, but I'm sure there's some small adjustments. None of us know.
No, I think Warren, you probably got the best chance of knowing.
No knowledge. I know what my limitations are.
Actually, I do know. I do think that most of the stadiums in Japan are indoors, like they're AstroTurf. I don't know if I've ever actually seen a stadium with like outdoor grass in Japan.
It's all turf, you're saying?
It's all like AstroTurf, like, yeah.
Gotcha.
So that would be kind of a big change. Who's playing on the, I can't remember his name, but hold on, let me see. There's an outfielder on the Cubs. Warren, do you know? He's Japanese. I don't know.
There's an outfielder on the Cubs. Do you know him?
I mean, he's Japanese.
Yeah.
There's not.
Okay, yeah, that was the other hint he needed.
He was a rookie last
year,
Seiya Suzuki. Yeah.
Yeah. So when they signed him, like, I forgot the story exactly, but the GM of the Cubs, he was talking to the GM, and he was like, "Yeah, like, what's the weather like in Chicago?" And he's like, "Oh, it's like, really nice, and like you'll be fine. Like, it shouldn't be a problem." And then he spent like one winter in Chicago, and it was like, this is absolutely not nice. And he was like super, super pissed. Warren, I don't know if you remember this story at all.
I don't, but I listen, Chicago, people are not meant to live there. I'm unclear on the
opinion about
concept.
I have that opinion about the entire northern Midwest. Like, it's not meant for people. Like Minnesota, North Dakota,
there
Chicago.
Should be like a trading outpost that you can get like beaver pelts or something and then pass through and move on.
Yes.
Nothing else belongs there.
No.
Maybe a rail hub. I don't know.
I guess we can. The problem is that they can grow crops in that whole area. So it's like, we got to make food somewhere. And the brave souls that go through the negative 20-degree winters plus wind chill.
Yeah,
I mean, responsible for making it. I mean, the people in Chicago aren't farming. There's a big difference
between the arable land in the Midwest and Chicago. Like, nobody's growing corn in Chicago.
Right. Well, it just became a hub, right? That's probably what happened. I don't know. I'm not a historian, but I'm guessing.
Me neither. I just hate the cold.
Chicago is just the whole my whole family's from the northern Midwest, and it's an awful place, both in summer and in winter. Like, it's never nice there. It's never nice.
Okay.
Is anyone in the chat from there? I'm like just insulting somebody's homeland here.
Yeah, we have everyone from Chicago right now.
I'll talk mess about my own homeland here. Listen, like, it is mildly raining right now, and there's some wind, and everybody in the San Francisco, Oakland Bay area is crapping their pants because not only is it slightly windy, but it's also in the 50s, which means it's freezing cold. So we all need to drive on the freeways at 100 miles an hour to get where we're going, and also be super haphazard about everything. Thankfully, it's not above 80 degrees, and so we're not essing our brains over it being a little too hot. So, we're a very thin-skinned people up here.
It's got there's a tight zone, and there's an Angel Hernandez size zone of temperature that you guys can be in.
Going there.
I honestly,
maybe we'll get Angel. Maybe we'll get Angel on the podcast.
64 to 79. That's
right.
Yeah,
it's a tight zone.
Yeah. No rain.
What would we talk to Angel Hernandez about if he came on the podcast?
Why do you suck at your job?
Yeah, how do you?
Warren his blood pressure may rise a little bit.
We could just do a whole hour of showing pitches that he called wrong.
Right,
that would be fun.
I would start with general backgrounds. Mr. Hernandez, could you tell me every pre-existing condition you have that may or may not affect your eyes? Mr. Hernandez, when was the last time you went to a lens crafters? Mr. Hernandez, when was the last time you tried to look at anything and discern its accuracy one way or another? Just, give me a date.
Right. When was the last time you successfully discerned its accuracy?
I kind of want to know when the last time he tried was, because it seems like he doesn't try anymore.
Yeah. Oh,
he's bad enough to make you miss Joe West,
Yeah,
Cowboy. Yo,
Yeah.
him and Madison Bumgarner's stare downs were the stuff of legend.
Oh man, I love how the MLB is just filled with characters. Like I think they're kind of realizing that can be a part of the brand, and like as long as you can back it up with play, like Scherzer is just the best to watch. You know?
Oh, I know.
I mean, even if you had to cut out every pitch he actually throws, you could only watch the stuff like between pitches that he does. Still entertaining. Like I mean,
he's got two different color eyes. Like that alone by itself is gold.
Yeah. And I mean, Greinke's done now, right? Greinke?
No, Greinke's still playing.
No, I love him too. He's my favorite character, I think. Like
he got intentionally rocked a week ago in spring training because he was disappointed with how little he had the ability to practice pickoff moves. He's like, I'm just not getting runners on base, so I'm going to intentionally get lit up. And he had 2 pickoff moves to every single base, at least, in the course of that outing that he got rocked. It was completely intentional. The dude is a savant and also hilarious.
Oh, wow.
I love him. He's my favorite player.
Actually, funny story about Greinke. There was a younger player on the Royals. I want to say it was Alex Gordon, who had, and they were in spring training, and Alex Gordon was having a hard time. He was struggling a little bit, and Greinke pulled up footage of him hitting a home run the year before, and he pulls Alex Gordon into the film room and plays video of Alex Gordon, striking out a couple of times. Then he plays a film of him hitting a home run the year prior, and he says, "You see the difference there? Do what I did." And Alex Gordon goes on to a mediocre career, and Zach Greinke goes down into like anecdotal story legend for that story. But whatever. Anyways.
Yeah, Alex Gordon, he's actually Jeff Gordon's cousin.
Are you serious?
Oh. No, I just made that up.
That would make sense.
I wondered if I get anyone that I didn't know if I sold it well enough. I thought Warren would be like, he's 100% not. Like,
that would make sense.
Good call out.
Let's play it first.
We are at 10 likes. So whenever you're ready, Matt, I do believe that I've got a wheel. So we are going to do a spin for an MLB Shop gift card. Just if you haven't yet, you got to hop in the chat to get your name on the wheel to get entered for that spin. We're going to spin the wheel and somebody's going to win a gift card. And if you're on Playback, you're on there twice.
Warren, we lost your video.
I'm here. I got to run for a second. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Warren's like, well, he's going to put on his Perk Chinos.
Yeah.
He's going to put on his Perk Chinos and his...
When Warren pops back in, we'll pop him back in.
Let me get him out of here.
What are you trying to do?
Oh,
he's fine up there. That's fine.
I'm trying to...
People can make us small if they want on Playback.
Hold on.
On YouTube, they have no option, so...
Why did I go away on Playback?
You didn't. You're good.
But I'm not... I can't see everybody. I can't see the people on stage. That's weird.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So this is interesting. While Matt's figuring that out, I'm gonna do a little profile on a new guy in Playback here. I think new. Grizz, is this your first time in Playback with us? Because
he's been on for basketball.
Okay, maybe I've missed that one, or maybe
it was just me and Grizz being Jazz fans.
Grizz. Yeah, I mean, hey, it's a cool mix of things. Utah guy, John, and Dodgers fan, Matt. So Grizz,
Dodgers fan.
I mean, hey, are you a football fan too? Do you like the Niners? Because that would be the true triple cross.
He'd have us all.
Never mind.
So
you officially have to leave the stream.
He likes the Cowboys. Oh man, the Cowboys is for sure our most hated football team collectively.
Like, I get that.
Yeah, that's true. He does. Cowboys fans must get that a lot, honestly.
Yeah,
that's so weird.
I saw Dalton Schultz just signed with another team. That's too bad. He was really great.
Oh, you know what it is?
They got Brandon Cooks.
There we go. I got it back. All right, we're back. Cool.
Good to hear. Glad we got that figured
Warren,
out.
are you back? We'll add you to the stream, okay? Yes? Because we can't hear you. I'm going to add you. There you are. Now you're back.
What's up?
Sorry, I didn't know that that was going to release me like that. And also,
Well,
hold on,
we released you.
opened my door.
Okay.
You're all good.
For everyone watching, we are real humans. We do have things that come up, like we have to go to the bathroom
Broadcasting from a
sometimes,
hurricane.
or like
Yeah.
cover ourselves from a hurricane. So, we have things come up. Wait, who is a Dodgers fan that said Grizz is
from
a Dodgers
Utah.
fan?
Grizz is a Dodgers fan in Playback.
Oh.
Yeah.
Eesh. If we move the A's out to Utah, would you stop being a Dodgers fan and would you be an A's fan? Like Salt Lake City A's?
Salt Lake City A's.
That'd be cool.
You just want to not have many Dodger fans.
Salt Lake has
That's exactly right, Kinzel. That's
Salt Lake has a
exactly
AAA
right.
team that's relatively popular here.
Who is it?
Bees, Salt Lake Bees. I think
Do you know who
they're.
they're
I think they're an Angels.
Let's see. Salt Lake Bees. Let's see. They are the AAA
catcher
affiliate.
for the United States just dropped a called third strike, but
Let's
they got
go
away with it. They got a
USA.
double play right afterwards. That's ridiculous.
Yes.
I think it was.
Whoa, look at
Ray
that
Muto.
guy.
That guy's got the best fit of the night for sure.
America.
America skin suit with a cowboy hat. I don't know. It could have
Wow.
been.
I bet he
I
has
think
cowboy boots on too. I'm gonna
he's
throw
probably-
out because we couldn't
Yeah.
see his lower half, but
What
Matt,
about Perk Chinos? Perk Chinos, yay or nay?
No, man, he's full skin suit right now. He's full skin suit. Yeah, he did manscape before, just so you know.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff, you don't want any
For
poking
sure.
through. Do you want to do a
Right.
spin right now?
Yeah, we can do spin.
Yeah, let's do
Spin.
one. We owe one. We'll do one more.
By the
besides
way,
this.
the Salt Lake Bees are the AAA affiliate of the Angels.
Got you. I did
Yeah.
it. I was,
So
I was
they're
right.
dog
Did
ass.
it. So they're what?
So they're what?
They're dog ass. The Angels are one of the worst run organizations in baseball.
Yeah,
I mean,
Howard,
I
even-
wouldn't go that far. They're not one of the worst run. They have two
Who's
of the
worse?
best.
Who's
That's-
worse?
The A's. The A's.
yeah. I mean that's the go-to though.
I mean,
That's
the
a strong
Pirates.
argument right there.
The Pirates. The Reds.
Where would you guys put the
Mm.
Rockies on that continuum?
I mean, the Rockies have Chris Bryant, so they're really doing well.
There's a baseball team in Spokane that's the high A Northwest League affiliate of the Rockies.
Oh, John, yeah. Let's spin the wheel.
Ready?
$25 MLB shop gift card. Yes. Let's spin it. Let's go. Boom. $25.
It's so satisfying. Makes
I know it
makes
is.
that sound and everything.
Oh, here we go.
Ooh,
Playback
Adam.
guy.
Adam.
It pays.
T.
It pays to be in playback. Adam is on the wheel twice because he's in playback and on YouTube. So be like Adam.
What does Adam need to do? I always forget.
Well, Casey will tell him.
Go to or email us at triplecrosspodcast@gmail.com. It really helps us if you're specific about what video you were watching, what giveaway it was, just so that we can verify it quicker. That is one of the reasons why it's a process to improve the delivery time on prizes as we try to verify everything. So let us know that on the USA versus Japan baseball episode number 49, Triple Cross podcast number 49, let us know you won one of the wheel spins for a $25 gift card to the MLB shop. And we'll get that to you. Should be within the week.
Cool.
And for anybody else who has been waiting on a gift card, if they're listening to this after the fact, maybe all of your things you should be getting one today, or it should already have come. So yeah, give it maybe an hour of delivery from this time if you're live, because sometimes it takes a second to deliver, but should be all caught up on those.
John, can we make sure Grizz is on the wheel next time?
I'm on it. I'm on
Yeah,
it. I'm
cool.
sorry, Grizz. I'll get you one extra. I'll get you one extra on the other spin tonight. So you get three. You get 3 spots since I missed you on the first spin.
Wait,
That's
was
my bad.
Grizz on
He's on playback, yeah.
But didn't you miss 2 spots then? Shouldn't that be 2 extra spots? I think that's only fair.
Yeah, because I was just giving him 1 extra, but yeah, I mean, I can. So he's on there
because he would have
times.
had 2 from the other one, right? I don't know.
Yeah, I did think about that, but yeah. All right, I'll give him 2 extra.
Sorry, I'm negotiating.
Since we're talking about it live right now.
Hey, Grizz.
Too.
Hey, Grizz, this guy's got you.
Darvish.
Sorry, everybody else, but that seems only fair.
Those numbers that they flashed up there, Warren, I don't know if you saw that, the stats against Darvish, those were pretty rich numbers.
Yeah, and he got a good swing off right there, too.
Yeah. Well,
although Arenado good swings off against everybody. I mean, it's part of his jam. It's interesting to see some of the like hitting tendencies when you see stylistically, you see a lot of like changes in what's the generally accepted approach. And Arenado has kind of the tail end of what I would describe as like the Rockies approach, like Troy Tulowitzki, Todd Helton, like that kind of progeny of swings, high hands close to your head, and a lot of rhythm and kind of rocking within your swing was pretty common for them for a while, and kind of propagated out from there in terms of hitting stylistically. And God, I just love Arenado's swing. He uses the ground really well. He doesn't kind of dig in the same way we see a lot of other hitters do. He's very balanced. I'm scared as a Giants fan. I'm scared of the Cardinals.
Who has the sweetest swing that you've seen, Warren?
Right or left?
Either.
All time or now?
That you witnessed.
Ever?
Like that you've seen either on TV or in person.
So in your lifetime.
Yeah.
Man, that's a tough question.
That's a
really good question. I mean, obviously Ken Griffey Jr. comes to mind.
That's the first one.
That was my pick. Yeah,
I don't know if that'd be my pick though, but that's the first one that came to mind for sure.
I feel like I have to go for a righty because my first thought is, what did I try to emulate? You know,
right?
Eric Karros, probably, right?
No, you. Eric Karros, spirit animal. No, honestly, I think for me it was Troy Tulowitzki. Honestly, high end, narrow base, big stride, and a lot of movement, and just letting your body kind of sync up on its own within the. It was the closest from a hitting perspective I could get to pitching, and I was always a pitcher first. I was never a good hitter, but I always tried to harness the same elements, and starting like that with a lot of movement enabled me to lengthen up in the backswing and keep loose through the plane. And I mean, the best I could do was not good, but it was the best I could do.
So you think you that's your favorite like all-time swing, Troy Tulowitzki? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm surprised.
Jeez.
I think
so.
That's
an obscure one. I go to, so aside from this one's unorthodox, but I actually really like Ichiro's swing, like super smooth, puts him right into his run. He beat out a lot of infield hits, or he got a lot of infield singles that way.
Yeah.
Right-handers, I'm a big Manny fan. Manny Ramirez.
Oh, love Manny. Oh, Manny's a great one.
Yeah, it's just nice, smooth swing. Another one that's like from my childhood, but I remember being like, I like that. Like, I like his stance and everything, is Chipper Jones.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Just super smooth.
Yeah.
Really fluid.
Not swinging too hard, not like just letting the bat do the work for him, you know?
Right.
Oh, this is a good one too. Keith Hernandez. He's got a nice smooth swing.
Casey, do you have a favorite?
You know, I'm thinking about back to like what you emulated as a player, and to me, it was just always the shortstops. And
dude, you were a D-Jack guy all the way, weren't you?
Well, A-Rod, D-Jack, Nomar, like friggin' all those guys. Like I remember picking up the Nomar toe tapping, which isn't exactly a swing, but like that was like a fun little thing that I'm like, oh, this helps. Like I did it more in the field, but it was just like a nice like I'm like, oh yeah, like little your own get up like player ditty type of things, just those rhythm things. Those are huge. And I was a defensive specialist, but that's why I care more.
Oh no!
That was a bomb.
Damn.
Wow.
Oh man,
Dude,
he really laid into
he
that.
was hacking. He was hacking hard.
yeah.
Like that hole at bat. He was
change up right there. Yo, he was
Damn.
tattooing balls into the upper deck foul down the right field line the last like 3 pitches.
Yeah, he had
Jesus.
2 long strikes at it. Yeah, he wanted that. He wanted that.
Oof.
Yeah,
So here's something else I was thinking about when you were talking about it last, Warren, with the Japanese guys and with like Darvish coming in. Is there maybe a little bit of an advantage because they've seen Darvish before? They have a scouting report on Darvish as MLB players. The other guys, they might not. I mean,
it's true. It's very true.
I wonder how much they think about that as batters because, it's so mental at this point.
Absolutely. I think what I was saying earlier in terms of it being a mistake bringing Darvish in was more that he's a starter and it's a very different process to warm up on a short leash, to get into a game and come in with that type of pressure right off the bat. As a starter, you kind of honestly you get
splitter.
a inning or two to figure out what you have.
Yeah. Any momentum that exists was built by you usually. And it's weird. Even coming in with like positive momentum, you're like, but I didn't like earn this. It's just a different vibe completely too.
No, the pressure is so much greater. It's different. Relievers are built differently, and he's leaving things in the middle of the plate too.
Yeah, he's
relievers. It's a different beast. It's not just like, oh, you're a starter. Okay, go into the bullpen and throw 5 miles an hour, harder than you did as a starter, and that's just kind of what we got. There's a huge mentality difference to be a fireman, put something out.
Totally. Even the learning curve of just like being able to access the best things you can based off of like who have they already seen in this game, and adapting to like, okay, they already saw this type of style.
Let's go.
They're chipping away.
1 out rally.
This is a problem. This is a big problem.
1 out rally.
You know what's interesting too? Hugh Darvish, usually his first inning as a starter is his worst inning. Like he is horrible as when he in his first inning.
Good knowledge.
So,
good knowledge.
Yeah.
Curveball.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tough guy to pull out of the pen.
No, it's not sharp. He has to figure out which.
Right.
Yeah, he has to figure out what he has going tonight.
Which break is working best. And
which
this
is
the thing
interesting.
Starters, when you're a starter, you have 5+ different pitches. Darvish has way more than that. As a reliever, you got 2 things that you do. You do a fastball and you do one other thing, and that's it.
Yeah.
And you get to focus on those things. And when you is starting, he gets the first inning to figure out what's working and then works from there. And maybe for the rest of the game, he's not throwing another curveball because the curveball is just not there that night.
Looks like he's been rotating through fastball, splitter, curveball thus far. So he's doing a 3-pitch rotation, which is uncharacteristic for relief.
There's a slider.
Wow, that
was a slider.
At 80, I think so. At 86.
Could have been a curveball.
He's got
kind
so
of
many
like curveball.
pitches, dude.
Could have been
I
a curveball.
can't tell. He's got so many pitches, and it's just like, who's this coming up? Come on, flash his name.
Is it Mullins?
Well, you were talking, Warren, about relievers having like 1 or 2 pitches, but I was thinking about, of course, Eric Gagne. Just like coming in and closing the door.
Yeah.
I know, Warren, you remember a lot of those,
Why would you bring that up right now?
Any chance you did.
Dang
it. Guys, I'm going to take a little potty break since the commercial, so I'll be back in a little bit.
That was the go-ahead. Well, 1 run closer.
What a game.
You think Ohtani will close, maybe?
He's warming up and starting to throw hard. Yeah.
Bro.
You know who's coming up next inning? I think it's Trout.
Mikey T.
I gotta look
Mikey
at
T versus Ohtani.
We might get my glorious
when it matters most.
Game on the line. Yeah.
Let's go into our boxes on YouTube.
That's what you want, right? Like when you're like just practicing as a kid on the mound or whatever, in the cage or whatever. That's what you're always like. Probably not WBC. It's World Series. Let's be honest. But
well, when we were kids, it wasn't the WBC, but now it might be. Now it
for
might
Americans,
be. Hey, like I'm on the bump, bottom of the ninth, bases loaded, full count. My best pitch against Japan's best hitter, Shohei Ohtani, up at the plate. What am I going to throw him?
Yeah.
That I don't know. This is the amount of viewership that the WBC is getting is insane. It's really crazy.
Yeah,
do you know what's
popular internationally? It's bound to become more popular domestically, I would think.
Do you think? I don't know. I don't know if it translates for Americans specifically. I think for other countries, it like American stuff translates. Maybe that's just being me being a classic arrogant American. But like, if you look at like basketball, like I think American stuff translates, but I think Americans like we just don't care what other people care about. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I think once we're in the finals and other countries care about it a lot, that's when we go like, no, now we care more about it too.
Yeah. No, but no, obviously we invented this sport, so we're going to be best at it. So we should win. Yeah. What is the viewership?
The international influence matters. It does.
Yeah. I mean, I think to the sport for sure. Do you know what the viewership has been like? Because I know on the last show you said that it was getting more viewership than any single World Series game. What is the like I don't know if you know this off the top, but the just US numbers. So US numbers, are those is that viewership higher than World Series games or comparable even?
I don't know actually. That's a great question.
That would be interesting to know.
The data set historically wouldn't like be as relevant because this year and hopefully going forward, the World Baseball Classic has been taken more seriously by American players. Like this is the first like team of this caliber put together. Wouldn't you say, Warren? Is that fair to say?
I don't know. The U.S. is going for back-to-back.
So was it last year then?
It wasn't last year. It was like 4 years ago, something like that. But we're going for back-to-back. There's a certain level of dominance that we have just because it's the MLB.
Right. Right.
But also, while I have the baton right here, Devin Williams, the reliever pitching right now, is a unicorn, I will say. His changeup is otherworldly, and you can just throw it twice in a row and get the same result.
That was the change. That was
really good. Yeah, back to back.
This is kind of has like a back. What is that called? Backspin.
He turns it over really well and has the exact same arm angle that he releases it from. He did it 3 times in a row. That's
nasty
insanity.
Stuff.
That's insanity.
3 straight changes got him chasing every one.
Look at that. And he just pronates
he throws it out of his he throws it out of his back fingers.
Yeah, spinning like this. It's almost a screwball with no actual pronation like that, but it's just he's an amazing pitcher.
Yeah.
What did I miss?
And then casually breaks out 93. What did you miss?
He painted the corner on that too.
An amazing sequence. You missed 3 changeups in a row that got 2 swing through strikes from Devin Williams. It's just typical. Just typical.
Yeah. Ooh, there it is again.
That movement is nasty. Woo.
So Adam says pinch hitter gets out, Betts gets out. Bottom of the 9th, 2 outs with a tying run at the plate. Trout versus Ohtani. That's the setup that could happen.
I love it. That's what I want. That so badly.
Or somebody gets on. I mean, then it would be only 1 out. But somebody gets on, Trout's the winning run.
Ooh, wow, that's a good pitch. Right on the black. Pinch hitter gets out. Okay. Yeah.
Guess what he's going to throw right here?
Yeah.
What, is that a changeup he's throwing that has that much movement?
No, not that 92 was the fastball.
No, that wasn't a
changeup right here.
That thing. What was that?
80, 84.
That's his change.
That's crazy.
That's
God,
the
throws it like
this much.
Yeah.
It moves 1.5 feet. Like
he throws it like out of his back fingers. So Warren was showing it a second ago, but
That looks like a
yeah,
blitzball pitch.
Warren's
like
That's
right
exactly
out
what it
here.
looks
So
like.
like he goes
Demonstrating.
like full free on the changeup, and it comes off the pinky and ring finger more than anything, and just comes off the ball sideways. It spins and acts like a screwball. Just silly. It's
Wow.
just silly.
And it's out of that same slot too, right?
Yep.
I mean,
Exact same, because when
Same arm
he
angle.
comes with a fastball and gets the same arm angle, he still has arm side run, but it happens to be 94, and you're just like, oh God.
yeah.
They're not putting Darvish back out there, do you think? He was just
I
looking
hope
at some
not. That was a terrible choice.
yeah, that would
He
be
gets them
So
chasing that.
nasty.
He gets them chasing that. He's throwing them
The
all
catcher
low.
can't even catch it.
He's throwing them all low. Every single one has been low, and they've been chasing it.
I will say that's one thing I have noticed throughout the course of the WBC is there is a specific decrease in quality in catchers, to the extent that like a lot of the Japanese pitchers with their breaking balls, specifically the splitters, like the catchers just can't catch it. And like Devin Williams throwing that up there, I think that's Real Muto back there. He should be able to, but I mean, there's just some nasty stuff up there.
Mhm.
You can't catch it. How do you expect to hit it? That's what Barry Bonds said back in the days. Like, if a catcher can catch a 100-mile-an-hour fastball, I should be able to hit it. And he did against Eric Gagne. Way deep.
We'll pull up the stats another time. Actually, you know what? I'm going to pull them up right now. I'm not gonna pull it up another time.
Kendall, you remember that matchup, Gagne Bonds, and
I mean, there were
apparently
multiple
there was-
matchups.
But apparently there was some backstory. There was one specifically where they had spoken beforehand and said, hey, your best against my best. Like, give me all your fastballs, Bonds says to Gagne. Give me your 103, and I'll see what I can do with it. And Gagne is like, all right, if there's nothing on the line, nice pitch. If there's nothing on the line, I'll do it. Now,
Right.
then the at-bat happens, and if you go to YouTube and you Google Gagne versus Bonds, this is the at-bat that you will see. Now, Gagne pushes out and throws breaking balls, and Bonds looks at him in the middle of the at-bat, and you can just see in his eyes, he's like, hey, that wasn't hard to plan.
Yeah.
Right.
And then the at-bat goes on, and it's one of the greatest at-bats in baseball history. And Bonds ends up taking Gagne yuck-a-doo out to right center field.
I remember that.
To do.
Yuck-a-doo. I haven't heard that one before. That's a new one.
So that, man.
Yuck-a-doo.
I'm looking up the stats. Yeah.
And
I'm looking at the
point with
stats,
Barry,
and
he just kind of ran out of superlatives, you know.
I'm looking at the stats right now, and it says that he has no home runs versus Gagne, which I know is incorrect. So I'm not saying that I agree with that at all. So there's some broken statistics here.
Oh, look
boy.
at this. Shohei's going to close it.
Oh no!
Oh my God, are we going to get it? Is it going to be Trout?
Well, is Trout third?
Golly,
Can
where are
someone
we in the
confirm?
lineup?
Yeah, where are we in the lineup? Is Trout third?
I don't want to watch the game and then I'll look up the stats. Ooh, man, nah,
A 2-out walk.
that's just not good.
Okay, finish this thing out, man.
Yeah. Barry Bonds. So Eric Gagne has struck out Barry Bonds 5 times in 17 at-bats.
I mean, that's pretty good.
That is pretty
But I need...
That's pretty
Yeah, I
good.
need to
That's mowing
find-
down.
Yeah, but Gagne mowed down almost everyone he faced when he was in his prime.
Yeah.
Where is it? How do they not have these?
This is so intense.
Yeah, it's
I forget how baseball gets, you know what I mean? Like I don't watch
Yeah.
I don't watch a lot as much as I used to.
I mean,
94 miles an hour there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude, he is under control. He's putting everything right on that bottom line. Like,
throw that changeup right
Oh,
here.
there he
there goes
goes.
the bat.
Oh, wow.
Get him,
What
get
a
him, get him.
What a great pick.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Damn, that
Real
pick was
Muto. Yo,
good
that's
pick,
why
better,
he's an
good
all-star
pick, better
right
running.
there.
Dang.
Yeah.
It was good running.
Absolutely. Truth.
I mean, look at this.
That-
Oh, it didn't show the.
I mean,
Wow.
everybody A+ on their assignment. Like,
yeah, right.
He picked that off the ground.
I think
I mean, that throw could have been
Turner
6
could have
inches to
been
the right.
a little bit. Yeah.
Ooh, God,
Damn.
that's so
Do
close.
they have the bigger bases in WBC?
I don't know. I don't
think so.
because they're going off of 2022 rules, so I don't think they do.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is it crazy? Can you just tell the difference by looking at them?
You can't not from the a naked eye like this.
oh,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if you could side by side, probably
you definitely can side by side. Side by side,
sure.
it's like very
Yeah,
obvious, I think.
big time.
Yeah.
So I was wondering. I got the feeling like these were the old ones. I didn't really think about that, but
Yeah, that didn't look big enough to be one of the new ones.
because I mean, so many other countries they didn't update everything with the
Right.
MLB. So
Ooh,
Oh, great
that
pitch.
change again. All right, 1 and 2. Work on him now. Let's go.
That arm speed is so deadly.
He's got
man.
so many pitches to just work on this guy. Get him out.
No, he's one of those relievers I was talking about earlier. He's got 2 pitches. He's got
Yeah.
the changeup and he's got the fastball.
Well, I know, but that's what I'm saying. He
And
just
it's
has a
devastating.
lot of space to try and get him to chase something, you know?
Do it again. Throw it again. Just turn it over.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Oh, good stop.
Block. Let's see here.
God, this is so tense.
Yeah. They can, I mean, if Japan gets an insurance run here, we're in trouble.
No one's speaking. Oh, where's the Marlin
know.
guy? I don't know if he's there.
Oh, he threw it
Oh,
again.
get him.
Back it up.
Wow, he's
Oh, man.
fast.
Yo,
Yeah, he did that on purpose, I think.
So good. That is so good. And so he's on the Brewers. He is
Trout
the
is up
primary-
third. Trout is up third.
Oh
He
my
is.
God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
By the
that was-
way,
is this
So that was
everything
one of
we
those
asked for?
hits that. Sorry, go ahead. That was one of those hits that because the Ichiro swing I was talking about earlier, he probably would have beat it because his swing set him right into his run. You know.
yeah. For the record, so Barry Bonds has 1 home run against Gagne, 1 double, and 3 singles. So he had 5 hits and 17 at bats. But how many times was he walked? He was walked 6 times, I think.
5 strikeouts, 5 hits, 6 walks.
Where's
Okay, to get us away from Kinzel's prior trauma with the Dodgers Giants.
Oh, intentional.
4
4 intentional walks.
Up
1
4th
regular.
inning, Yoshida has the most RBIs in a WBC than anybody else in history. He has more RBIs than any other Japanese player in the history of the WBC. In all of their careers, he has more in this WBC. And he's going to the Red Sox for $90 million next year. So we get 1 base runner on. Shohei, great. Yoshida, on deck.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you guys want to
Great.
know what I found out doing a little bit of research on what Japanese baseball player makes?
Yeah,
Yes.
So, and I mean, this is all assuming my information was correct. Doing 5 minutes of Google search.
You Googled it, so it probably is right.
Yeah. So from what I've gathered, the average player in Nippon. I mean, somebody know how that's pronounced, but Japan's biggest baseball league. And I don't know if they can play in more than 1 league per year. I don't know if that's possible for them or not. I don't know the structure of their stuff, but it seems like just for that league, the average players make about $500,000 in what US dollars would be. and the best players make about 5 mil. So not as much.
No.
But I also, again, I don't know if they can play in more than one league per season. Like, I know that different countries, they play in like 4 different leagues sometimes or something crazy like that. But and I also don't know what
Ohtani on the mound.
That's that 5 million number is like 700,000 or 70 million yen or something like that. Like, I don't know what that is like in their daily lives. I don't know what yen does for you out there.
Right.
What is their cost of living? I don't,
Exactly.
I
like,
think Japan is a
yen?
pretty expensive. I think Japan is a pretty expensive like country overall.
I don't know.
I'll take your word
I
for
don't
it.
know. I'll take
We got to head over there to see.
You seem
it
confident about it, so I'll ride your confidence.
I mean, they are advanced in a lot of different areas of life compared to the United States. So
and
they had
inflation's one of them.
They had like internet on their phones like well before we did. Like well before, like a decade before. So
that was just the government trying to keep us down, though. Trying to keep their secrets. They didn't want everything out.
Well, there are no secrets out that Ohtani and Trout are going to face each other.
Yes,
guys, this is intense here.
This is exactly that. You can't script this. You know what I mean? Like, this is what you want. Like,
this is what you want.
You couldn't have written it better.
I mean, unless you're a Donaghy or other NBA referees,
right?
Maybe
really any NBA referee could script it better. And apparently the NFL now scripting.
According to the referees' bet positions in Vegas.
Yes,
I love it.
Scripting Kelsey Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Scripting 49ers injuries.
It's horrible. Can't believe they would do us like that.
It was ridiculous.
They got the script and they're like, "What? No,
no, take out Brock Purdy."
Yeah.
No, I'm not bitter about that at all.
Adam says, "Come on, show." Are you Adam? Do you want Japan to win this?
Wow.
No nationalism.
I
it's
do,
all right.
honestly. Oh,
wow.
Okay. So let's talk Shohei's arsenal here. Compared to Darvish, Shohei has much more distinct movement patterns. He has much more distinct pitches. So he will throw his slider, splitter. He recently, within the last year, started throwing a two-seamer, which is just stupid because he throws it at like 97 miles an hour. But he might be a little hyped up right here. 101.
Yeah, he's got some juices flowing for sure. He is.
But he's more suited to the relief role because his pitches are much more distinct than Darvish, so to speak. Like, he just has certain breads and butters. You've got a few breads and butters.
What's your favorite kind of bread, Warren? What's your favorite kind of bread?
Oh God, give me that Acme San Francisco sourdough any day.
Oh, that's a real San Francisco guy right there.
Yeah,
love that.
That was
all right. So, of Shohei's arsenal, which pitch is the sourdough?
Well, you got
100-mile-an-hour fastball in the upper right corner.
You got to go with the fastball. Although, I'm sorry, you got to go with the sourdough.
Yeah, you're mixing your metaphors now. You can't have bread and cheese.
That
one could be the
back door.
Was that a called strike?
No, it was just off the plate.
Yeah, no,
it was. But I mean, that's a good call.
I mean, barely. That was a great.
This ump has been calling them very close. He's not letting them extend at all.
No. Who is behind
Neil choking up like Barry Bonds?
Bats on deck. That's a good matchup.
Yeah.
Ohtani bats. Oh, 99.
Swinging on 3-1.
Wow. Yeah. What is he throwing here, Warren? Full count?
Oh, he's throwing fastball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would too.
You know what's
challenge
coming.
Him.
You know what's coming. I mean, he just came with some heat on the last pitch. You think he's going heat?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I mean, he's probably just like, hit it if you can. Good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
how hard is he going to throw at 101?
I think he'll hit 100.
Ooh, he went off speed.
Like a slider. 89. Wow. Well, now he's got a little off speed, so now he'll come back with the fastball.
Now, yeah.
Yeah.
This
Set
doesn't
him
make
up.
a ton of sense to me because McNeil is not the biggest strikeout victim. He's a contact hitter. There's a reason they put him up in the lineup. So I don't know. I would have just gone fastball. Like, you got 100 miles an hour. McNeil's not gonna.
There it is.
Whoa,
Oh, man.
Ooh, he didn't let.
damn!
He's
He
giving
flipped
him
that
nothing.
with some
Not like
confidence.
that.
I guess you
He's
got to,
giving
but
him nothing. Yeah,
Damn!
that is.
yikes.
Wow. I mean,
What do you think? What's your position on that? Call is right, or do you give him? I see. To me, I'm like 2 strikes. You got to swing at that. I would. I want to.
I mean, I don't know how you don't swing at that. That's like,
Yeah.
I mean, I have no idea how you just look at that go by.
No, exactly. I'm actually for maybe like, penalize him for that on 2 strikes on 3-2, especially like
If you're the blue,
give him
blue.
an extra half an inch.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean,
And if you want an extra half an inch, you could click on the link in the description. Get yourself your Missouri shoes.
It's good.
ooh, that's
contextual
right on
advertising.
the
I like
black. That's right on the
I would
black.
say, in fairness, when we saw the pitch graphic, like, technically when the umpires go back and that call is reviewed, the umpire will get the right call there. It
Right.
was a ball,
It was the right
according to
call.
that. So
Yeah. I mean, if it's a robo ump too, like it's
Yeah.
gonna be a ball.
Mhm.
So, ooh,
That's true. Oh,
there
that's
you
two.
go.
That's two.
shit.
That's
Wow.
Oh my
Here
God,
we
the
go.
matchup we wanted.
Go.
my
2 outs.
I
2
wanted to
outs.
run
Game on the line.
Holy.
Wow.
Mookie, you effed it up.
Damn, Mookie. Damn. Here we go. This is it.
2 outs.
This-
Game on the line. I cannot believe this.
Oh my
The-
God.
It's rigged.
Scripted. They scripted that double play.
Yeah, of course they did.
No, we needed a runner on.
I know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it just
Look at
go
him. He
into the
looks
bottom.
angry.
It just go into the
Oh
bottom.
boy. Man,
Low.
that is so dirty.
He has not given him anything high.
That like starts in the zone and then just drops off.
Yeah.
My God. This is great.
Oh my gosh.
Two seam.
He,
Oh!
he just smoked him.
Wow. He was like,
That was a home run
Here's
ball.
this-
Oh,
yeah, that was.
Oh my God.
Look at their faces. They're like, ah.
Wow, this is tense.
He's like, give me another one of those. Nope.
Ooh.
That was a
Damn.
that was a cutter. Did you see that?
100-mile-an-hour cutter.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
The
that's
discipline.
insane.
The discipline.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh,
I mean, Trout wants to swing.
Warren, I thought you can throw a 100-mile-an-hour slider, right?
So actually, in our first practice of the year,
Oh my God. Again. 200-mile-an-hour
Oh my
fastballs
God,
right
no,
down
no,
the
no.
pipe.
Right down the freaking middle. Just
Wow.
smokes him.
Trout's just
Damn.
swinging out of his shoes too.
Yeah, look at
Like,
his
all right.
toe.
Was he below the last one too? Did he swing under the
I
last
think
one?
you
too?
throw him some
I think he
off
swung
speed
over it.
now. I think you
Oh.
throw him some
I
off
think
speed.
he swung over the last one.
No, you want to see another one. I want to see another one.
No,
Just
but then you
put it-
Give
throw
him
it.
another one.
Timing
He's
off.
gonna throw it. He's gonna try and
Yeah.
make him chase a fastball.
a waste
maybe.
pitch
Slider.
first. Waste
Oh,
pitch.
see. Yeah, I knew he was going
102?
102.
I mean,
That's
one more though. Like
casual.
this pitch, I want to see it. Just do it
Full
again.
count.
Pure challenge.
Full mother freaking count. But you got to think if you're Ohtani, give him something a little junky, make him chase
my
something, or maybe if you're Ohtani, you're just like, come get it.
no, Ohtani's going to throw a fastball here. He's not
You
shying
think he's
away
going to
from
throw
my
it right
Trout.
down the middle again?
He's the best player in the world. He's throwing.
This is like
100
Fast and the
down
Furious.
dick.
Let's go.
He's got it.
Let's go. Let's
American
go.
muscle.
Oh! Oh!
Wow, that was a ball too. That was a ball.
No, you think that was a ball? I don't think
That was a ball. It was a ball. It was.
Well, you're gonna swing at that. If you're Trout,
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're swinging. You came to swing. You came to the plate to swing.
On another
What?
note, I got my bracket right.
Oh,
Ohtani's incredible.
that was intense.
Wow. That was nuts.
That was a good bit of pitching, man. That's a good bit of pitching.
That was a great game.
That was the ending we wanted.
All right, who wants to play blitz ball? Let's go.
Kevin said in the YouTube chat says, "What's the conversation like between these two back at practice?" I think maybe Trout doesn't.
That's a great question.
I think Trout just might not talk to him
right there.
Yeah.
That was I mean, you can't let that ball go, but that was a ball. Yeah. But that's
caught me chasing.
Nobody was expecting slider.
Yeah.
Barely.
That's true. Trout.
I mean,
that gets called a strike, I think, if you let it go.
Wow.
I don't know, dude. None of that's been happening though. Like he's been so strict on the strike zone. But yeah, Trout's got to be like, you're not going to give me your heat on 3-2.
Wow.
I mean, it's the only thing he can do. He got struck out.
Damn. That was a hell of a game though.
That was amazing. And it's just, that is kind of cool. Like one game, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A little bit different than the series.
Right.
Oh,
I think it was
fun.
bad managing by DeRosa. Warren, you called that
Agreed.
out. Yeah. No, you're right, Warren. That was just terrible. Man, inexperienced. Is he a hitting coach, bench? What is he now?
He's a broadcaster for MLB Network.
Is he really? Oh my goodness. Yeah. I thought he was a coach somewhere.
Well, you can have experts in the game, like Jeff Saturday on the Colts. In football, like he's an absolute expert. Nobody would ever question his knowledge, but he's not a coach yet.
Yeah.
And so in the first year, there was obviously some growing pains, and Mark DeRosa, obviously we saw some growing pains tonight. I don't know if the USA would have won if he had made different decisions, but I think we would have had a better chance. Maybe would have been a tie game in the ninth. I think there was a one-run swing there that was just managerial.
I want to see
what a game.
I want to see Griffey manage next WBC.
Griffey? Do you think
he's already a coach?
Is he a better non-player than Michael Jordan? In my head, he's like associated with Michael Jordan as like a really great player, but not a good coach or manager. But I don't know why.
I don't know.
Because he's the Michael Jordan of baseball, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
Same era.
But
I don't know. I think he might be the first athlete that comes to mind. Like maybe he's like not the Michael Jordan of his sport. Like he's a completely different archetype.
He's the Griffey of his sport.
Yeah.
He's Griffey.
He's the Griffey.
There's no way around it. All right.
We got a giveaway.
Let's do this last spin. If you're on Playback, we're just going to move it all over to YouTube. So just come over to YouTube. If you're on Playback, hop in the chat on YouTube. Let us know that you have successfully made the move. I dropped the link in the chat on Playback. I'll give it about 30 seconds, and then I'm going to just end the Playback watch party, and we'll do the spin here.
Sweet.
Warren, final thoughts, man.
Yeah.
Glad you came.
What a game.
This is a good time.
What a game. Oh my goodness.
Hell of a game.
How do we incorporate this into annual baseball? Like how can we make that happen?
Yeah. That was
so cool.
Yeah. I think you can shorten. I was thinking about this. What if we shorten the baseball season by like 10 games?
You cool with like no records ever falling again?
Yeah, that's
thing. I don't know about that.
Or 5 games. I don't know.
I would say one of the thing as a casual baseball fan, the long season it's like it makes it so you kind of like have to be hardcore or you don't. It's like an exclusive club to be a baseball fan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which I think fans like, but I don't know if it's the best thing for the league.
That's true. because the football is like the biggest league, obviously, but it's filled with fans like that. I mean, how many people are like,
Yes.
"Oh, I'm a fan of this team," and you're like, "Oh man," and you talk about one of the star players, and they're like, I
Yep.
don't even
Yeah,
know
casual
who
fans, local fans, that kind of thing, or
Yeah.
just bandwagon fans. NBA has some of that. It is a long regular season and but the playoffs really create that environment in the NBA where it's like shortened but long enough that people get into it. So yeah, I mean, that's the only thing I think with baseball. I am generally probably a fan of a shorter season, but that it does suck that no records would ever fall again. That's the casuals POV though. What are your guys' thoughts?
Warren.
We're back on StreamYard now. Yeah.
Yep, back on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
YouTube
So
only.
they just had to do a quick migration. It's such a tough conversation because when I think about other sports like basketball and football, and I'm like, yes, let's lengthen the football season. That sounds great. More football, excellent. Sure, let's shorten the basketball season. Like none of it matters. But talk to me about baseball, and that is sacrosanct. Like you cannot change that. I know conceptually that 162 games wasn't the standard. It hasn't been for the uniform duration of baseball's existence. So we're talking about records. I don't know. There's elements of baseball more so than in other sports that I think necessarily involve looking backwards and having some level of emotional connection to an era where baseball first propagates within you. And for me, that was the early 90s. Do I care about steroids? Absolutely not. But for other people, there's a purity in the game in a different era. And
right.
We all kind of, as fans, kind of deal with these subtle changes through the game. And this year we're confronted with some very serious ones in terms of changing the game. And it's really like, even in the last cast, episode 48, really brought out some like get off my lawn mentalities.
Right.
It's just interesting whether or not it's actually important, or am I just hanging on to what I remember from as a kid? So
this is one of the, I think baseball fans specifically are, and I would say any hardcore fan of any sport, but baseball specifically, like part of fandom is nostalgia. You know what I mean? Like we all played
more
baseball
accepted in the community.
Yes. Yeah. We all played as kids. We all there's just the whole, part of it is that it's in the spring season and there's just this whole okay, the season's changing. It's getting warm. There's like a smell, there's like all five senses associated with baseball, right? Like there's sounds, there's smells, there's like tastes, like all of it. And so part of baseball fandom is nostalgia. So I think when change comes in and disrupts something that you're nostalgic about, I think that's why in this sport particularly, it's a little bit more harder to accept the changes. Yeah. And fans who are fans as adults also, I mean, I think they like the exclusivity of it,
Yeah, I don't want to see him shorten the season. I don't. I like the 162. I'm all about it. I'm all for it. I don't think the owners would be cool at all.
They would not be on. No.
Yeah, there's just less money. Like at least in the NFL, you talk about okay, we added a game. Like I think the Players Association and that organization will probably eventually finagle another bye week out of it, even if they end up adding another playing week of the season at some point, because I know the owners want to add another one there. I think seasons are only going to get longer, probably not shorter, unless there's some reason why that would make them more money.
Yeah.
dropped
a poll just to see what the crew thought, what the community thought here. Not too many people still live with us an hour and a half in, but they are 100% no at this point. So the baseball diehards do not want to see a shortened season.
I think the owners would definitely be opposed. I think I would be open to it if the WBC were like every year. I think I'd give up 5 to 10 games. Yeah. If the WBC would be incorporated. Now, you talk about disrupting nostalgia. I mean, that is an interesting thought because I don't know. That would be tough to swallow that. I mean, even like if you think about like stadiums, like imagine Fenway Park or Wrigley Field being torn down. Like that would just be like the world. I mean, it would be World War III. Like that's nostalgic to baseball. Like you can't touch those gems. So, 162 where it's been for a while. I think it was at 155 or one. I don't know. What was the previous? 154.
154.
Yeah, 154. Yeah. So, cool. Right. John, are we spinning a wheel?
Let's do this. Spinning this wheel. I'm gonna give you guys a little view of the wheel here for a second, just so you can see everybody who's been in the chat's name should be on there. This is for a $25 MLB Shop gift card. Let me know when you're ready, Matt. I'll let you call it out.
Let's go. I know you're excited to spin the wheel.
Grizz.
This is John's favorite part.
Grizz, you got 4 spots on there, guy. Oh no! Michael. Michael is one of our biggest. Michael is on every stream about every sport. So good to see Michael win one. Actually, I'm glad. Michael, you know what to do. triplecrosspodcast@gmail.com. Please include the stream that you won on so we can confirm it a little bit easier. Sweet. Let's go, Michael. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. Like all lowercase, no exclamation point. I need a little John. I need a little John. Yeah, from you. Like yeah.
Cool. This was fun. This was great. This was a good time. Are we?
I got a question for you, real quick, before we get out of here. Are we doing a fantasy baseball league? I mean, Matt, it's kind of.
Are we doing one? Or
are we doing one here? I mean, it'd be true last minute fashion. But...
I know Warren is in one. I have not. I'll be honest. I have not signed up for one yet, but that could happen. We'll see.
I wonder if.
I mean, I'm not about to organize it. I think.
Yeah, I know.
Thus far, Casey is the resident organizer. Of Triple Cross Fantasy League.
John may get burnt out after 162 games.
I will 100% be the worst player. I will never update. I'll get like 3 weeks in.
I think I think maybe we could do it. I thought maybe on our next episode, or next week's episode, which we got to talk about doing the live stream too. Are we going to do another episode before our live stream?
Maybe yes. Maybe potentially.
Okay. If we do one more, we could give away spots in a fantasy league.
Oh,
okay.
To viewers of the show. Does anybody like that idea? Who's left here?
To lose their money.
Yeah,
like
you guys are still here.
It'd be a free league. Yeah, it'd be a free league. Well, like bragging rights. We could maybe like send them a belt. You know, like if they win, like the winner,
not like a belt, like a leather belt though. Just like you know.
Yeah. We'll send them some chinos.
I got the hookup for chinos.
We'll stamp champion on the butt, and it can be the
cool.
Anyway, we'll toss that idea around. We'll kick it around. Yeah. Maybe we manage in Paris, so John could be like my co-manager or something.
That might be a good idea.
We'll see. We'll see.
Might be a good idea.
That is for
everyone. That's. Oh, go ahead, Casey.
No, that's for another time. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah. Cool. For everyone who is watching, thank you for watching. What a great game to hang out with Casey, John, and Warren. I am Matt. We will see you on Triple Cross Podcast Baseball Edition next time, and enjoy the rest of your night. See you guys.
Peace.